there's a lot of traffic, right? There's a lot of traffic around where I live. And so we do this. We go the opposite way. We go other ways. We take other avenues to get where we're going. Right? We can it's just like life. Even just saying that, right? In life, we have one destination, right? We have our purpose, our journey, wherever you feel destined to go, right? And everyone has their own destination in life where they are, where your life goes. Just like when you type it in a GPS, right? You type your GPS destination, and then what does it give you? It gives you multiple options of multiple ways you can take, right? Instead of taking one way, you could take the other way. Instead of taking the other way, you could take that way. And then instead of taking that way, you could take the way, right? The way or your way. Instead of taking the way, you could take your way. There's a lot of different options and a lot of things you could do in life. And that's beautiful, right? In all sense, if you think about it, if you have 5 different routes to one destination, why would you even play? Why are you downing yourself thinking that why are you downing yourself or down on yourself saying like, I'm not at where I want to be in life. I'm not at my destination. I'm just taking different routes, right? And every route I'm taking, it's not getting me to my destination. Hold on, partner. You have to just wait a second, wait a few seconds. Maybe the route you're taking is the long way. Or the short way, right? But we're so mentally, we want everything instant. We want instant. I want to be where I'm going instantly, instead of taking it all in and taking the scenery, taking of all the close houses next to each other, right? Taking the scenery. I'm on top of a mountain right now, but it doesn't even look like it. It looks like it's a little hilly, but it really just looks like a normal road. But little do you know, like, it's a whole mountain. Like, it's a dead, for real mountain, yo. But what am I trying to say? Just because we have one destination and multiple routes, 5 routes and one destination, that doesn't mean you're gonna not go to your destination. It does not mean that, right? See, I'm on a mountain. Look at the scenery. You see this? Look at this. Look at it. Look. I'm gonna just keep it right here and keep talking. Real talk, bro. You just have to stay on your course. Stay on your route, brother. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful, yo. You have to stay on your course, because one day you will get to your destination. You will reach it. Now, it's really depending on what route you take. It depends on it. Do you want to take the long way or the short way? Of course we want to take the short way. And you could ask yourself, what is the short way? I don't know. Only you know. And like, there's a lot of other factors that come into it, right? We don't want to be on a long journey. We don't want to stop at stop signs. We don't want to be caught up by red lights, right? And in life, that's also in life. Like, say, like, God forbid, my tire pops. But then my tire pops. Where am I going? I'm still on my route to my destination, but I got caught by a red light. I can't keep going in life because I have to change my tire. You can't just keep going straight on your route without changing your tire. You're gonna be messed up. You're gonna make the car even worse, right? You're gonna make yourself even worse, right? Because why? You can't ride on a flat tire. That's gonna mess up your rotor. That's gonna mess up your wheels. Your wheel well. It's gonna mess up everything. It could mess up your wheel shoulder. It can mess up your steering column. Like, it can eventually, like, break down multiple things, right? It could be terrible. So, what may you ask? What do I do then? See, what do I do then, Sauce? Like, do I stop and change my tire? Or do I keep going? Or what if I don't know when to take a right turn? What if I didn't even know that the right turn takes me down the hill? Well, if you didn't have your guide, your map to tell you, right? I have a maps on, right? To tell me where to turn and where to go. But if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have known to turn. Unless I've been down this road before, right? And I know I'm used to the turn. I know that I need to turn. Sorry, I had to reposition. I knew that I had to turn, right? But then in life, you're caught on the same route. You should ask yourself, if you feel like you're driving the same route, you should ask yourself, am I reaching is my destination, is my destination correct, right? Am I going to the right destination? Do I have the right address typed in my destination? If you just keep going in circles and circles and it feels like you've been on this road before, maybe that road takes you to a new road. But I'm used to this road. I recognize these roads, right? So it must mean I'm not going the right way. And what does that mean? I have to look up a different route. I have to think of a different way I could go in life. I have to think of a different way I can reach my destination, right? And that's really, I'm speaking about life, but I'm trying to, I want you guys to understand, like, we don't have to be like down on ourselves that we're not at the destination when we want to be, because we can't even get to a destination that we want to be in under 5 minutes, unless where you are is close to where you're going, right? That's the only way. But truly, if you're not where you're at in life, you have to ask yourself, am I on the right route? Am I taking the right route? And then you have to ask yourself, do I keep going on this? Look at that. Do I keep going or do I stop? Do I stop or do I keep going? I say you keep going. You keep going till the road comes out, right? Until you just keep going. Until it tells you, until you hit a fork in the road and it's like, no, I gotta get off this path, or I know this route and this route looks familiar and I gotta maneuver, right? But I think every route we take to that one destination, if we take multiple routes to one destination, it's plainly okay, because then you're exhausting all your resources and your routes, and you're being diligent, and you're not just taking one. Like, I'm not taking the easy way. I'm taking all the ways to get to where I'm going, because I want to acquire everything that I need to reach my destination. And what if on the routes, right, you have character building, you have trials and tribulations, but everything is a tester, right? So when I'm going down a different route and I'm not familiar with it, in a red light, like in something that stops me from progressing, right? I can ask myself, is this to build me up or is this to break me down? But even if it's to break me down, I still won't remain down. I will build myself back up. I'm speaking fire right now. And I hope whoever's listening feels it, man. Like, real talk. I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys are getting it. And I hope you guys just know, drop your 83 points, right? Keep going. Keep on your route until it says you can't, until it says no more going straight, or until it says red light, or until something tells you that, man, I gotta take this left turn. Unless that map tells you take that left or right turn, or turn around, you're going the wrong way. Like, it all just depends, man. But you guys have to be able to recognize it. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta just be able to recognize everything. You have to have your mind open, and you can't just be trusting that everywhere is going to take you to where you need to go. I love y'all, and I respect you. I appreciate for the support and the love and everything that you guys do for me. It's saucy. Yeah.